All right, Grand Rising, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Melanin Intuition Tarot. My name is Ezekiel. I am an intuitive tarot and oracle card reader. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another pick a card reading with me today. So today, doing another future spouse slash life partner reading. I haven't done one in a little while. So I feel called to do so. I have another one that I'm filming today as well that I'll put out tomorrow. So future spouse reading, three groups here. We're going to be talking about first impressions. But yeah, three groups here. I have group number one here with this hawk card. Group number two here with this nightingale card. And group number three here with the unicorn card. So again, group one, group two, and group number three. You can pause the video if you would like. Make sure you're choosing with your intuition, so that way you're choosing the video or the reading that will resonate with you the best. And when you are ready, you can check out the description box below or the comment section. I'll have the timestamps pinned to the top comment. But group one, group two, group three, I will see you all at your designated reading. Peace out. All right, so we have group number one here. If you've chosen this card, this is going to be your reading on the first impressions between you and your future spouse. I did a video, I think maybe like a month or two ago, about like under what circumstances will you meet them. So definitely check that video out to get a little bit more detail. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop into it. So you have the hawk card here, and this card describes your future spouse, who they may be as a person. And it also kind of gives me the vibe of how you guys will meet. But yeah, let's go and hop into it. So hawk here, this kind of gives me the vibe of serendipity, because you got the hawk who they are able to like spot out like the smallest details from, you know, way up in the sky. So I feel like how you guys will meet will be something that is very serendipitous. It's something that has been very orchestrated by the universe, by your spirit team. You both are definitely being like divinely guided to one another. So if you're, you know, single and you're wondering where's my future spouse, I feel like your spirit team doesn't want you to worry about when or how, because they have everything like working out behind the scenes. You just don't see it, but it's definitely in the works behind the scenes if you haven't met this person yet. Because I'm definitely picking up that you haven't met this person yet. I know some of you may be watching to kind of see, you know, if this matches up to the person that you're dating currently. Take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm not saying that the person you're with or dating is not the one. These are general messages, so take what resonates. But I definitely feel like a good majority of you haven't met this person yet. This feels like a new connection, a new relationship that you both will, that you will meet in a very like, I'm getting the word like odd way. So it could be something like, I'm picking up like mostly like at the right place at the right time. So definitely like follow your intuition. I feel like around the time that you both are about to meet, like your intuition is gonna be like on fucking like 100. Like you're gonna be like picking up on things as like it's nothing. Like your gifts are gonna be like at a peak almost. And I feel like that's because you're meant to follow your intuition towards this person in however way that, translate for you. Um, it could be something as simple as you getting this random craving for bananas. I don't know. And you're like, okay, I'm really craving this, so let me go ahead and go to the store, even though I may not feel like it. Let me go ahead and put some clothes on, I guess, and head to the store. And then, like, while you're at the store, you could, have dropped something by mistake, and it rolled over and it hit the foot of like your future spouse, and that could kind of get the ball rolling on things. It's something like serendipitous like that, where it's not like, it doesn't seem planned, but like behind the scenes, like your spirit team, like they planned it to the T. It's just more so about you following your intuition and making sure that you're at the right place at the right time. Not to say that you won't be, because I definitely feel like with this hawk spirit, you're definitely learning right now to really listen to your intuition. And look on this card, I haven't even started shuffling these yet, but you got the little, I think this is an eagle right here. So a lot of birds, so you may notice a lot of birds, or birds may be a specific synchronicity for you when it comes to like messages from your spirit guides or your ancestors. I know for me they are. I definitely connect with birds, with my ancestors. So you may be getting a lot of signs and synchronicities through birds. You may see a lot of feathers on the ground or just random places. But yeah, I definitely feel like your future spouse is someone who, they give off a very like, almost like intimidating vibe in a way. Not in like a bad way or anything, but they have like a very, it's almost like almost like a as far as like physical appearances go, and I'm not, I don't really get into like physical appearances and stuff, but I feel like this person would have like almost like a wolf like appearance. It's like something about their eyes feels very much like they're staring into the deepest, darkest depths of your soul. It's like you can't, it's like this, it's like their look towards you seems very intimidating, but it's almost like on their end they are almost like caught off guard with you. It's like they're very caught off guard with how like they just met this stranger, but their heart is like pumping, is leaping. Like on the outside, I feel like they're gonna play it cool, and they may see, I'm over here just channeling. I haven't even pulled any cards yet, but like on the outside, it's like they play it cool, but it's like on the inside, they are like fucking ecstatic. They are so, like, it's something about your energy and your presence that really gets them going. So let me pull that over there. I also feel like you both are like opposites in a way. So you both may come from like a different like culture, religion, background, ethnicity, race. There's something different about the both of you, but it works in a way. It's like when people see you both like out in public, it's like they look at y'all and like, oh, they're a couple, they're together. But it's not, but it's just more so about like you both being like equally yoked. And when you think of like an egg yolk, it's on the inside. You may have all of them looking the same, or you got like brown eggs and white eggs, large eggs, jumbo large, different egg sizes and shapes and colors, but like on the inside that it's gonna be a yellow yolk. It's a very similar yolk, very similar center to the both of you. I feel like you both will bond over a lot of like similarities that you may have, or a lot of like similar experiences that you both may have had before. Okay, Spirit. Can I pull some cards? Can I pull some cards? What can you tell us about their first impressions, Spirit? First impressions between group one and their future spouse. Oh, first impressions. Wow, wow. Come through, group one. I hope I picked this group. You got the Lovers, and you got the Ace of Cups. You got the Ten of Swords. Anything else, Spirit, that you want to tell us about this? Y'all, this is going to be something so serendipitous. And if you can see, like, the angel here is, like, residing over these two people here. And it's like he's... it's like the angel, like, guided them to one another. And it's like, okay, I'm done. He's like happy and proud with the work that he's done. So it's like your spirit team, your spirit guides are definitely like heavily influencing this connection, more so in a like guiding you towards this person. And look, another bird. But this is definitely going to be, I feel like first impressions wise, you guys are definitely soulmates. This is definitely like a very, very strong like soul connection. You both connect with each other on both a soul connection and also a very emotional connection. Kind of what I mentioned before, you both have had similar experiences. For some of you, this could be like bonding over like, you know, you both may have grew up in like similar like religions, or you may have just grown up in like religions in general. And it's like as you got older, you kind of, you know, ventured off into a more like spiritual journey. So it's like you both, because I feel like this person is quite spiritual as well. Whether they're like religious or not, I'm not sure. But I feel like they're very, very spiritual as well as you. So I feel like this person will definitely, like you both will click over like your journeys that you both have had in life. Because you both have gone through quite a bit with this Ten of Swords. And I feel like meeting one another is going to be like this sense of like a how does that phrase goes? Like a something of fresh air, like a breath of fresh air or something like that. But it's almost like you both will feel so like at peace with one another. It's like you just met this person and you're talking to each other, or you know, laughing and joking with one another as if you've been friends for years. But I feel like that's just your souls like connecting with one another again, your souls just like picking up where you left off, because I definitely feel like you both have spent many lifetimes with one another. Many of them as lovers, and others as, you know, other things. I did another reading before on a past life with your soulmate, so definitely check that out if you're interested in that. But you've definitely spent many lifetimes with this individual, and I feel like this lifetime is really a lot about just being open and receptive to this new type of energy. Some of you may have spent a lot of your life being a little bit closed off, may have had quite a bit of trust issues. It could be you, it could be them, or just experiencing relationships and connections where things were a little bit rocky or just didn't turn out the way that you expected it to, or had wanted it to. But I feel like this connection is very different, because it's like you both have a very like friendship level to this connection. Like it's not all romantic, you know. You definitely will have that romantic aspect to it, but it's almost like this is your best friend. This is somebody who you can 100% depend on. You can talk to them about anything. You like to go out and do things together, like to travel with one another. you have like a lot of inside jokes with one another as well. I feel like this encounter will create a lot of like inside jokes with one another, or even like you both talking to each other about certain experiences that you've had like growing up. So I definitely see a lot of communication between the both of you. Even like within this first meeting, there's a lot of like talking and joking and laughing with one another. And look at the bottom of the deck, you got the 10 of cups here. So there's definitely this level of just like instant connection with one another, which is absolutely like fucking beautiful. Oh, that was such a bad shuffle. It was, but it's like so beautiful, this connection that you both have with one another, and it's almost like you both just like immediately jump into it. Now, I don't see you guys like automatically jumping into the romantic aspect of things. I feel like you both will, it's almost like this innate urge to like take things slow. Let's really get to know one another. Let's let's be friends. I feel like that's where that friendship, marrying your best friend comes from, is you both really taking your time to get to know one another and not rushing things. Because I feel like, that could have been an issue in either your past or their past, with like rushing things or taking things, faster than what is needed to be. And I feel like that's definitely something with this connection here, is you both learn to take your time, get to know the ins and outs of one another on many levels than one, and it may actually even turn a little sexual quite, soon in the connection. Personally, I would hold off on that, or at least try to, because there's definitely such a strong connection. But I would hold off on, the sexual stuff just for a little while, not, judging or anything, but, if you've noticed that to be an issue in the past, then don't do it, but yeah, I love this connection between the both of you. It's such a, I'm trying to think of like a I don't know, like a TV couple to compare this to. I don't know. I'll think of one. It'll come to me. What's kind of coming to me now is is Parks and Rec, Leslie and Ben. If you guys are Parks and Rec fan, but not really how they met. I don't feel like that's how you guys would meet at all, or how your relationship would progress. But as far as like their relationship with one another, like, you would look at, or you would see them in the show, and you would think that they're like just the best of friends, but they're actually with each other, they're partners. But it's like that connection. It's very silly, very goofy. There's a lot of laughing with one another. I don't know why I keep on picking up like laughing. I feel like you both will like laugh so much with one another. I feel like the both of you are quite funny. And it's like you both get to like make each other laugh. So what else, Spirit? What else can you tell us about this first impression? First impressions. But this feels, as far as like first impressions go, it's like instantly you just, it's almost like you instantly love each other. You're not gonna say it out loud, you're not gonna admit it to yourself, but it's like you love each other so much just meeting each other the first time. Wow, you got playfulness. I was just talking about that. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So this would be a very like fun connection. I feel like meeting each other, your first time meeting each other, would be at a you got called in your soulmate, would be somewhere public, somewhere where there's other people. You know, other people may meet through like social media or something, but this doesn't feel like that. This feels like meeting each other in person, um, like around people. That's kind of what I mentioned about like the grocery store thing. It could be like literally anywhere, grocery store, a party, bar. Um, I feel like it's going to be somewhere with this playfulness card, somewhere where there's a lot of like entertainment. It could be a concert for some of you. Um, it could be like at a mall. I'm even seeing um, like a mall. You know how some malls they have like little area where they have like little concerts or little like performers or something. It could be something as, you know, you going in one day while there's a performer there, and you know you end up running into your person there. But there's something about entertainment, music. Somebody could be like a cruise, um, or while just out traveling. However way that looks like for you. Can I get, I'll just ask for one more. Thank you. Love yourself first. So your self-respect makes you romantically attractive. So I definitely feel like you will be in their energy. I feel like it's their first impression on you is that you're very confident. You've done a lot of like self-love work, a lot of work on yourself, a lot of work making sure that you are where you're needing to be in order to attract this person into your life. So you'll definitely be in this energy of self-love, and that's what's going to draw them in. That's what's going to make them so attracted to you, attracted to your energies, because you are fully immersed in this energy of love through self-love. And I feel like this person as well. And then the bottom of the deck, you have children. Your love life is being affected by children. So for some of you, this could be at a place where there's like children. I don't know, I'm picking up like the little trampoline parks. But yeah, or even like at school, you can be picking up your kid from school. They can be picking up theirs, and you could both like run into each other. Like it's something very, because I feel like this doesn't feel like a long distance thing. This feels like this person is like probably like in your same city or same state or same country. It's like the possibilities of running into this person is like it's like high. It's like slim, but it's high at the same time. But yeah, this person doesn't feel like long distance. This feels like this person is not far from you. And it could even just be, you know, energetically, they're not far from you if you haven't met this person yet. But you got children here. But this person can definitely see children with you. They can see a family with you. This 10 of Cups here. This person can definitely see themselves being with you. You know, having a children with you, growing old with you, having pets. You both may have certain like pets with one another. I'm seeing the dogs here. You know, if you don't want to have human children, perfectly fine. You can have, you know, pet children. I think that both are completely valid. You know, everybody don't want children. Everybody don't need children. Let's be honest about it. Half these parents out here don't know what parenting means. They want a baby, but they don't want to raise that baby. They just want the baby. It's like they're not ready to raise an actual human being. I feel like many of you understand that, which is probably why you don't want to have kids, for those who don't want kids. But yeah, this person definitely wants to raise a family with you, and the family can include anything or anybody. But I really like this connection. I really like this person because I feel like you both like haven't had this kind of connection with anybody before. And I feel like them meeting you for the first time is opening their eyes up to the possibilities of a future that they never thought was imaginable, and vice versa. I feel like you both laying eyes on each other. I'm even seeing like too, like when you like lay eyes on each other, when you first look at each other, is you may even notice like a lot of birds start flying around, or a lot of like butterflies start flying around. Like something's flying around, I don't know. But a very like love at first sight kind of meeting. And I know that's cliche to say, but this what I'm picking up. So what else, Spirit? What else can you tell us about this? What else can you tell us about this connection, this first impression of one another? Okay, anything else? Damn. You got love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a very high attraction connection. I feel like you both would be so attracted to one another, not just on a physical level, but also on a very energetic level as well. Because you both would be in this energy of love. You both would be in alignment with one another. That's the only way that you guys would meet, is if you're both in alignment with that energy to meet one another. So love this for you. So you have cassette, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Yeah, I feel like meeting one another, I feel like the both of you will be like replaying things in your head, or like even like some of you may be like, oh, I should have said this, or I wish I didn't say this. You may be like overthinking things a little bit after you meet this person. But I can definitely see like you both like replaying the events in your head, or replaying, or like conjuring up this image of this person in your head, and like constantly thinking about them. You may even, you both will like text a lot as well after this first meeting. Text a lot, call a lot, but a lot of texting with one another. And I feel like, you know, your person will like go back and like just reread. And you may do this as well. I've been guilty of this in past connections, but like going back and rereading, you know, text messages and stuff like that. I found that cute, but yeah, I feel like that's just how much this person is like infatuated with you, and just so surprised that they could manifest somebody like you in their life, and vice versa as well. You got photograph, looking at your photos, yeah, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. Like I said before, like this person, like the both of you, I feel like will be like replaying like the events in your head. It's like you both just met each other, but you already like miss each other so much. That's how strong of a connection, like that's how strong things will start off for you. Healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. So somebody could be coming out of a relationship at the time you guys will meet. I feel like it may be them, especially with this Ten of Swords coming up. It may be them that have just came out of a relationship recently, which is probably why they want to connect with you on a more friendship level first. But I feel like somebody's coming out of a toxic connection or toxic relationship before you meet. Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation or meeting, hesitation. So this is definitely going to like come out of nowhere. It's going to be like such a surprise for you. It's like you lay eyes on one another, and it's like Cupid's arrow hits you right in the ass. You know, it's like you didn't expect to walk inside the DMV one day and to walk in and to run straight into the love of your life. It's like you would never in a million years guess like how you've met this person, because you didn't think about it like that. You got heartbroken. Yeah, somebody's coming out of a toxic relationship. Things did not end very well. yeah, somebody's still grieving a little bit, which is, nothing wrong with that. I feel like the other person, which is this Ace of Cups energy too, but like even like if it's them, like laying eyes on you is like, well, fuck this past person, I got this new person right here who I feel like would definitely be something or somebody who I can see myself with. You got not today, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call, person, boundaries, still angry. So, this person could, or your first impressions of one another, or like meeting one another, somebody could be on the phone. It could even be something like, somebody's on their phone and they're not paying attention to where they're walking. They could walk into like the other person. Getting a lot of like scenarios with your group. But take what resonates, kind of like match it up to what you've heard like in other readings or like heard the most in other readings. But yeah, somebody could be on their phone and not paying attention and could end up like running into the other person. Another thing I'm picking up, and not to cause any stress or anything for anybody, but I'm picking up like car accident. I didn't want to say that out loud because I know somebody will feel some type of way about that, but this doesn't feel like a wreck, because I feel like, a wreck is different than an accident. An accident I feel like would just be like a little tap on the car or like hitting the, like scraping the side or something like that. It's like they could be texting and driving and not paying attention to where they go and could end up like scraping up the side of your car or something like that, which could get you both off on the wrong foot. But it's like, if they hadn't been in that area at that specific time, it's like they wouldn't have ran into you. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's very like serendipitous, like at the right place at the right time. But yeah, I like you. Yeah, this person really likes you, and I feel like they're going to express that the first time they meet you, is how much they like you, how much they can see, or how much they want to like really get to know you even more. You got Hand of Cards. Take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, gambling. So some of you could meet this person at a casino. At a casino, picking up bingo. But I feel like all these scenarios I'm listing have like a theme of being out in like a public place, like out and about, just doing some shit. But definitely somebody's gonna be taking a chance, taking a risk on the other person. You got the Butterfly. I did mention something about like butterflies and not flowers, but flowers may be a sign for you too, but birds. But you got Butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child, growth. So there may be butterflies that could be a sign that you both are meeting. But again, another thing about the child, you got children here too. So somebody could have a kid, somebody could have a child in this connection, whether it's you or them or both. I know some people don't like to hear that, but take what resonates and leave the rest. But I feel like this person definitely wants so much more with you and out of this connection. Like you have no clue. I think that's all I'm saying for y'all. Let me know how the reading resonates with you in the comment section. Curious to know if you know this person or not already. But if you'd like to book your own personal private reading with me, definitely check out the description box below and follow the Linktree link to my Etsy page, and you can purchase your reading there. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any other readings that I post. So group number 1, y'all stay well, stay blessed, and I will see you all in my next reading. Peace out. All right, so group number 2, If you chose this Nightingale card, this is going to be your reading on first impressions between you and your future spouse. Now, group number 2, you actually got 2 cards. I kind of hid it in the intro because I didn't want any other groups to get jealous or anything. But Spirit had 2 cards for y'all. But these cards represent who your future spouse is. It also gives some additional messages about like how you guys can meet, or a little bit more about that, that situation or experience. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop into this reading. So you got Nightingale here, then you got Panther. So this is definitely giving me the vibe of like 2 different people, but like it works out. It's pretty similar to group number 1. I mentioned something about like being equally yoked. You got the eggs. They come in different colors and sizes, but like on the inside, they're always gonna be that egg yolk. And I feel like many of you, or this connection is gonna be like you both will come from different backgrounds, different religions, different cultures, but there's definitely like something different about the both of you, but it works in a way. Like it's like people will look at y'all on the outside and be like, okay, they're a couple, okay, that's cool, but it works. It's like something so magnetic to one another. I feel like first impressions is like you both will feel so like magnetized to one another. It's like you could be like at a party or something and like spot each other from across the room and just have this urge to just start walking towards one another. Like you don't know why or even how your feet is moving, but your Panther spirit feels very like alluring. It feels very much, like I said, like magnetizing. It's just something about like the first time you meet that you both will just like be just drawn to one another, and you can't like explain or understand why. But there's definitely this magnetizing energy that you both have. I feel like this person is like so infatuated with your energy. So I feel like many of you are like light workers. You're definitely like, you're healers. I feel like many of you possess this Nightingale energy. You're definitely much healers. I feel like many of you have a very like healing way with your words. There's something about like your words and how you communicate. I feel like many of you are like quite strong communicators, as well as your person as well. So like one or both of you may be in like careers or fields where you do a lot of communicating, a lot of talking. Could be therapy, counseling, social work. It could be working in like advertising, marketing. I don't know why I'm picking up like radio. Somebody could be a radio host or something, or have like their own podcast. But there's definitely somebody in this connection that uses their voice quite a bit. I feel like many of you is for you, because I feel like part of your soul's purpose is to communicate, is to like spread love through communicating, or through your version of communicating in some way, whether that's you being like a content creator or like a motivational speaker, something like that. I don't know. You guys definitely have that energy. I feel like many of you are represented with this Nightingale, and I feel like your person is this Panther spirit. They're very much, as you can see, like you got the Panther who is like this not vicious, but like this strong, predator. And then you got the Nightingale that is like this just small bird that likes to sing all day, but very like free spirited. So I feel like many of you, you're very, very like free spirited. You're very much like march to the beat of your own drum. Many of y'all are my rebels. You do whatever the fuck you want to do, and you're unapologetic about it. And I feel like that's, another impression that they have about you is that you're very confident in yourself and who you are. You're not sitting around trying to impress everybody and be everything for everybody else. You may have in the past, and that could even be something that you're still working through right now. Setting boundaries and saying no and stuff like that. So I feel like at the time you meet one another, you will definitely fully have being that energy of confidence, almost like that, almost like the Queen of Wands energy. I feel like you guys possess. But yeah, then your person, I feel like what draws you to them is something about like their eyes. So the eyes are kind of poking out. There's some messages in group number 1, so definitely check out group number 1 if you're if you're interested. But there's something about like their eyes and also their energy. They could be like a little bit like bigger than you in a way. I feel like this person feels very like muscular or huscular. I think that's the word, like husky, muscular. They could be husky. They could have a little bit of weight on them, but they don't feel like a small person. They feel, like they like to eat. Nothing wrong with that. But I don't know. It's just something like so different about the both of you that it just works. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but it just works. You're gonna see when you meet this person. You'll understand when you meet this person. You may not understand it now, but you'll get it when you meet this person. I also feel like, and you may completely disagree with me, but I feel like you may be the one to make the first move. You may be the one to be a little bit more vocal. And you may not necessarily approach this person in like a dating type of way. It may be more so about maybe like you have like questions for them about something, or maybe you saw them at, maybe they're like a speaker at, I don't know, spoken poetry or spoken words, or like a motivational speech kind of thing or something. You may go up to them and like talk to them about how what they spoke about or whatever. That's just an example. That's not for everybody. That I don't even think that's for most of you. But I feel like you would definitely have enough confidence to like speak up about or speak up to this person. So what else can you tell us about this first impression, Spirit? First impression between group 2 and their future spouse. Something about ice cream. You may meet this person while getting ice cream somewhere, or somebody may really like to eat ice cream. Very random. God damn, okay. Y'all got a lot more cards than the other group. So you got the 3 of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. I saw this as I was shuffling. So this would definitely be out in like a some sort of like public celebration or some sort of public event. This doesn't feel like a grocery store or like something like that. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like you're both at some like event of some sort. For some of you, this could be like an online event. Maybe you meet through like Zoom or Skype or some shit like that. It could be like taking a class or a course, and you guys are put in like groups or something. For many of you, I feel like this could be like some sort of like celebration of some sort of like recognition for something. I don't necessarily feel like it's for you or them. It's more so maybe you're both invited to a wedding and you meet each other at a wedding, or like at a party or something. But this feels like social event. This feels like other people are around and having a good time. Okay, so let's see. So you got the Four of Pentacles, you got the Three of Wands, you got the Seven of Pentacles, you got the Knight of Wands in reverse. Hope y'all can see these. You got the Four of Swords, you got the Three of Pentacles. I've been watching this show on Netflix, Russian Doll. I don't know if y'all have seen it. Such a good show. But it's been making me want to develop a little fake, like, New York accent. You got the Six of Swords. You got the Five of Pentacles here. So you got 3, 4, and 5 of Pentacles. So when I get like consecutive numbers like that, that always reminds me of like progression. So I feel like with this connection, there will I feel like things may start off a little bit slow because you got the Pentacles here and then you also got the Knight in reverse. So I feel like this may start off like slow, like really getting to know each other, because I feel like many of you and even them, like in the past, they may have had a lot of connections where things were rushed. You know, not to say that that's like a bad thing for every connection or anything, because some connections, like, people get married within a couple of months and the relationship is great. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. But I feel like, you know, that's something that may not work out the best for you or for them. I feel like what would work out the best for the both of you would be to really take your time to really get to know one another. This doesn't feel like a connection that will like just be like that. Like, the feelings will absolutely be there, but you're definitely both taking your time. You're both a lot more mature and a lot more wise within this connection. With this Four of Swords, it's like you both have had a lot of time to reflect over your past connections and past relationships. It's like you both know what works, what doesn't work. And I feel like you're going to put those, you know, into action like accordingly. But there's definitely have been a lot of reflection between the both of you on your past connections, and you're applying that to, you know, this connection. I feel like you're both, you know, in the past, things, like I say, things have been a little bit rushed, things have been a little too fast paced, or the relationship progressed to a level that you both, like, you weren't ready for it. But I feel like within this connection, that's not going to be the case. You're both taking your time. You're both really getting to know one another on a very deep level. You're both going to have a lot of deep conversations with one another. It's like the first time you both meet, it's like you're just hopping straight into it. It's not a you know, like a little lovey-dovey kind of thing, you know, the sweet, innocent type of shit. Now you're both hopping into deep discussions. Honestly, like, even like your first time meeting one another, like, you both will talk for so long. Like, there's so much communication. I'm surprised more swords didn't pop out, because I'm picking up a lot of communication. That's also this nightingale energy too. You know, talking and speaking your voice. I feel like you both will, like, even though this is a complete stranger to you, I feel like you both will, like, have such a, like, innate trust with one another that you're able to, like speak and talk about things that you know haven't told or talked to other people about, but you both feel comfortable enough to do so. So this is a very deep connection, very deep connection, and I feel like it's going to be very apparent, you know, even just the first time you both meet and communicate with one another. I feel like you both will love to talk with one another. I feel like you both have great voices. I feel like they're going to compliment you on your voice. A lot of compliments coming from them. They may be a little bit intimidating, not in like a dominant kind of way, but more so in like a, you know, they may approach you, or they may like start giving you like tons of compliments, or, you know, just telling you, oh, like, oh, that shirt looks really good on you, or I really love that dress, or oh wow, where did you get those shoes from? I love those shoes. Or your eyes are so beautiful. I love your smile. I love your voice. It's like they're constantly like giving you all these like compliments and nice things, or saying all these nice things. And I feel like that may make you a little bit, not necessarily uncomfortable, but it's like many of you haven't really like experienced that. Or like, even if you have experienced that, you may have connected that to like somebody just wanting to, you know, have sex with you and don't want any type of like relationship. You know, they're just saying all this to, you know, get in the bed with me. Or you may have that type of preconception about compliments, but I feel like Spirit really wants you to get in this energy of being receptive to compliments and learn how to actually accept compliments and not just automatically think that somebody's just trying to fuck you and leave. You know, be open to compliments. You don't have to indulge with that person. You don't have to go any further with that person to accept a compliment. You know, you can say thank you and keep on moving with your day. But I feel like there's something about this person that, you know, you're not going to feel that type of way. You may your ego may start to creep up on you to you know, make you feel like this person is, you know, is to not be trusted. I feel like that's your ego, especially with this devil card popping up here. You definitely may have a little bit of ego interference. So definitely working on that, yeah, with this Five of Pentacles energy too. But definitely opening yourself up and being more receptive with this Four of Pentacles. You may be a little bit closed off, but I think it's time to open yourself up and open up your heart space. When I get the Four of Pentacles, it always reminds me of the heart chakra, and look, the robe he has on is green. So definitely working on your heart chakra and make sure you're you know, doing the things you're needing to do to be open to that. So what else, Spirit, can you tell us about this first impression? First impressions. Hold on, I got the hiccups. Okay. So you got engagement, interesting. You got reconciliation, true love, and retreat. So for some of you, your first impression may be a very strong impression. You guys may actually, and I was picking that up a little bit with this Six of Swords, you guys may like have this strong, you know, you communicate with one another. You may like, I feel like some of you, you may, it's like you don't like get the person's number at first, but it's like it's fated for y'all to be together. So I feel like, you know, you guys may like meet each other this first time, really click and connect, but it's like you don't exchange like contact information for some reason. And it's like the universe, like, have y'all to meet again. And I feel like you guys will, exchange information from there. But like the first time you guys will meet, some of you guys may, like I said, you won't get this person's like contact information at first. And you guys may like separate for a while, definitely, thinking about each other, kind of replaying the event in your heads. And then like some mysterious, miraculous way, you guys run into each other again, and you're able to, get information from there. But I definitely feel like I feel like you both will like to go on like walks with one another, or like the first time you meet with one another, you may like decide to go walking. You could be at a party and you're like, okay, well, would you like to go outside and go for a walk, or would you like to go outside and talk? There's something about like the nighttime here. You guys may meet at night, which makes sense if this is like a party or like an event or something, but you guys may meet at night. But this is a very like romantic connection. I feel like when you both like really get the ball rolling and really, start to get to know one another on a deeper level. Look at this trying to roll out. It's like things will progress quite quickly. It's like once you both like really decide that, okay, this is the relationship, this is it, this is the one, really confessing that to one another, like I really, really like you, I really would like to, be exclusive with you. I feel like things will progress quite quickly. But I feel like, first impressions, this person could definitely see themselves, and this person may be a little bit like clairvoyant. Your person may be a little clairvoyant, but I feel like they may get like this, almost like this vision of like being with you. For many of you, like this person could get like a vision of like the day that they propose to you, or the day that that you both get married. Like they look at you and they can see you in, they look at you and they see this vision of you in like a wedding dress, or you in like the tux or whatever the groom wears. But I definitely see that they see a future with you. They see themselves being with you. So like if you like separate from this person the first time without, exchanging information or anything, which could come from you, speaking up. It doesn't have to be like that. You could definitely speak up and be like, hey, why don't we exchange information, or they could do that too. But I am definitely picking up this energy of you guys will like separate and then come back together in some way. So what else, Spirit, can you tell us about this first impression? Final messages for group number 2, Spirit. Damn, got a lot of cards. Anything else? Okay. So the butterfly, this has come out, I think, at the bottom of the deck in group 1 as well. So butterflies might be an important like sign or synchronicity for you when you're about to meet this person. But this also symbolizes a lot of transformation. So this is very transformative, a very healing connection. This is definitely a connection that neither one of you have like experienced before. It's something very new to the both of you. This doesn't feel like an ex. This feels like a new love. This feels like somebody completely new, somebody who you haven't met before. I don't think you know this person or even know of this person. I'm not really getting any cards that, talk about like social media or anything. but I don't feel like you've met this person. I feel like the universe wants to keep this bit of a surprise. You got mask, okay. Not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, gaslighting. You got coffee cup, Cupid's arrow, addiction, boat, camera, talking, heart with the key, girl with the snake, and separation. Literally, yeah, this would, you guys would definitely like separate and come back together. For some of you, I feel like that's half of you. The other half, you know, this person you will connect more, and this person will ask you. This doesn't. I don't feel like they will word it like as a date. They will more so word it as, hey, you want to go? You want to go grab a cup of coffee? You know, we were talking about this. Do you want to continue this conversation over dinner or over like lunch or brunch? With this mask energy, it's like they don't want to like automatically let it off that they are like fucking in love with you and they just met you. You got Cupid's arrow. It's like Cupid's arrow, like the moment they laid eyes on you, Cupid's arrow like hit them straight in the ass. Definitely watch group number 1 because there's a lot of like repeating cards for y'all. Different messages, but a lot of repeating cards. But yeah, you guys will definitely spend a lot of time talking, a lot of time. I'm seeing like FaceTime with this camera and talking next to each other. You guys might FaceTime a lot with one another, or like Skype or Zoom or whatever, you know, you guys may communicate off of. Some of you, you guys could live in like, this doesn't feel like overseas or anything. You guys could live in like different cities or like across the state from one another, or like across the country from one another. It's like not far, but not close either. It's like they could be like, if you're meeting at like a party or a group gathering or something, like they could have like flown into town, especially with this boat energy. They could have like flown into town or drove into town to be there. But yeah, it's like they're not far, but they're not close either. They are in a certain proximity from you. And I did mention something about progression. So you got receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure, issues. So with the addiction energy, somebody in this connection could have just got out of or had recently got out of a connection or a toxic relationship, like a codependent connection or relationship. Another thing I'm picking up as well, some of you may bond over, like, for a few of you, you may like have had like some sort of like addiction or some sort of like issue from your past that you had to like overcome, and like you guys and like the other person could have had something similar or could have had something that they had to overcome as well. And I feel like that could be something that you both like really bond and connect over and to talk with each other a lot about. But I really like this connection because it feels very, what word am I looking for? It feels very like smooth. Not to say that there won't be any like rocky situations, but this is probably like the smoothest connection I've felt in a while. It just feels like you both like really go with the flow of things. It doesn't feel forced or rushed. It feels like you're both like really taking your time, really getting to know one another. You're going with the flow of things. You're not stressing or overthinking stuff. You're just going with it. And I feel like this person is your person is very much open and receptive to, you know, new experiences. I feel like their heart, like they're in alignment with you know, their heart space and being open to new love. I feel like you may be just a little bit like you're on the way there. Let's just say that. But I feel like once you're both in alignment, then this connection will happen. But not too soon though, not like sooner than when it's meant to, because your spirit team doesn't want to fuck the connection up. You know, but I definitely feel like this is a very sweet connection. I feel like you both, even like going into like a married life, like this is very it's almost like you both will like always like have a crush on one another, which is very cute. But yeah, group number 2, I think that's all the messages that I'm seeing for y'all. So let me know how the reading resonates with you in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any other readings that I post. And if you'd like to book your own personal private reading with me, or check out my future spouse personal reading, definitely check out the description box below and follow the Linktree link to my Etsy page, and you can purchase your reading there. But group number 2, y'all stay well, stay blessed, and I will see you all in my next reading. Peace out. All right, so last but not least, we got group number 3 here with this card. If you chose this card, this is going to be your reading. I'm talking about first impressions. So let's gonna go ahead and hop into this reading. So you got the unicorn here. I feel like your future spouse, I feel like this represents your future spouse. Your future spouse is somebody who is very unique. I know that's kind of cliche to say with like the unicorn card, but I feel like there's someone who's so tapped into their like creative side. They're very a very creative person. I feel like they may be someone who even likes to like dye their hair a lot, or they may like to, you know, like if they're a male, they may be a male who likes to wear like nail polish, you know, things that kind of go against like the status quo or of what you're supposed to be doing. And I put quotations around that because you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. But your future spouse is someone who is very, very unique. They're very much, you know, marching to the beat of their own drum. You know, I feel like they're very like spiritual as well, whether they're religious or not. But I feel like they're very much a spiritual person. They have unicorn spirit is very, because the unicorn, the little horn comes out like their third eye here. So I feel like this person has a very much wide open third eye. They have a very strong connection with spirit and the universe, or God or Allah, whoever, you know, they connect with whatever higher power they connect with, if they connect with the higher power or not. But they're very very spiritual, very much in tune with their creative side, very much in tune with their divine feminine side. I feel like even, you know, like I said, even if they identify as male, they're very connected with their feminine energies, not in like a personality type of way, because some people hear feminine and they automatically think of something that's like somebody who's like girly, or I don't know how to explain it, but people have a preconception when it comes to like feminine. But masculine and feminine, those are just energies. I feel like this person just possesses a more like divine feminine energy. You know, someone who's in touch with their creative side, someone who's very in touch with their emotions, and their intuition as well. This person is very much driven by their creativity and by their passions. They're definitely in a career where they are really love what they do. It doesn't feel like work for them. It feels like fun. It feels like this is what they are meant to be doing, and it's like they're having fun with it. But yeah, this person is very, very unique. They could be in like a creative arts kind of field, or like um, something where they create. They could be architecture. It could be like a painter. It could be a sculptor. It could be theater. They could be a script writer. They could be an author. You know, whatever it is, they create for a living. Or if they're not in that field now, I feel like they will. That could definitely be something that they, you know, later on in life, they, or even, you know, meeting you could kind of push them to, you know, go towards something that is more in tune with their heart space. But yeah, definitely as far as like meeting this person, I feel like you both will meet each other. Uh, for some of you, you can meet each other online. I'm picking up online, internet, something about social media. Somebody could be sliding into somebody's DMs. But I'm gonna pull some more. I'm gonna pull some cards here to see what's up. So Spirit, what can you tell us about first impressions? And I did a video on how you'll meet, or what is it called? Under what circumstances will you meet your person? So definitely check that out to get more about how you'll meet. But as far as first impressions, Spirit, what can you tell us about it? First impressions, how would they feel about each other? I feel like they could definitely see you as someone who is not on the same type of bullshit as the people that they've dated in the past. It feels like something's like very like different about you that they haven't really like seen before or experienced before. It's like they're considered odd or weird. You may even be considered like odd or weird, or the black sheep, or the just very different than like societal norms. And I feel like this person is as well. You guys are very, very similar in a lot of different ways. And I feel like that's definitely what this person is going to notice, is how it's just how similar you are to them, even just based off of what they see on the outside, and how they're like picking up on your energy, because they are like very good at reading energy. I feel like them reading your energy, they can pick up on how similar you both, because they know themselves. They know what their energy feels like, and they're picking up on yours, and they're like, oh, well, this feels very similar to my own. And I feel like that's what's really going to attract, or at least one of the things that's going to attract them as well. 8 of Wands gives me like physical attraction as well. So you guys may be very physically attracted to one another. I feel like they will definitely be like physically attracted. It may even cause somebody to, I know this is not 18 up reading, but it may even cause somebody to, you know, pop a little boner. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like somebody's going to get very like aroused by the other person, or it could be both. You know, never know. But I feel like somebody's definitely going to get like aroused with the other person. Then you got the Ace of Swords here. You got this big long sword here. Somebody has a, you know, if this is like a male that you're asking about, this person could be quite endowed, or well endowed. But I feel like this is definitely like a passionate connection. I feel like this, there's like this instant passion that you have with one another. For some of you, you guys may meet, this may be like a one-night stand type of thing, or like a hookup kind of thing. So yeah, it could start off like that, and then things progress from there for some of you. And I feel like, you know, their impression with that is like, well, damn, this is like the best, you know, sex I've ever had in my life. You know, that I've never had this type of connection with somebody else, or I've never actually, sex in the past. It was just sex, but with this person I'm with, or this individual, is like, it feels like something deeper than that. Now, that's not for everybody. That's for some of you, and for others of you, I feel like you guys could definitely meet while like traveling, while traveling out and about. Definitely traveling, maybe somebody like across the world, across the country, across the state, but it's like traveling. More so traveling is like a vacation, just to have fun. I feel like this is gonna happen like quite fast as well. It's gonna be a very like fast-paced time for you. I feel like first impressions, wow, you got the lovers here. Love to see it. So very much of a soulmate connection. Now, for a few of you, I am picking up on this energy. I'm personally a little biased towards it, just personally. But if the message comes up, I'm going to say it. But for some of you, this could be like somebody from your past. Like, it could be an ex for some of you that you could be reconciling with. And it's like both of you have gone through. It's almost like an energy of like the time that you were together, it wasn't the right time, or you could have like met each other in the past and, have come back full circle to meet each other again to, get the relationship going. But for some of you, I feel like you've like met this person before, like this is somebody who you could have dated before. You could have been friends with this person before, or you could have like worked with this person. But it's like meeting them again, they're like a different person. I feel like that would be the first impression, is like you remember them, but you don't remember them how they are right now. They're a different, almost a better person, than they were the first time you met them, or when you've known them in the past. It could be somebody who you've, gone to school with, somebody who you used to work with, like I said before. Or for some of you, this is a very like familiar energy. You've met this person before. It could be an ex for some of you too. Personally, I'm not really a fan of like reconciliation or like exes, or especially if it was like a shitty relationship, or shitty things happen within their relationship. But if that message comes through, it comes through. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you're like, I don't want to be with any of my fucking exes, like fuck every last one of them. They're not the type of people who I could see myself, especially being in this new skin of who I am now. This is not somebody who I can see myself with. But so if that's you, you don't have to accept this person. Then I don't even feel like that message is for you. Like this would be the ex thing is more so for people who are open to, their exes coming back in. Or even if you're not really 100% open to it, it could be, like I said, somebody could come back in and they're a completely different, better person than who you've known before. But like I said, if you don't want an ex, you don't have to have an ex. Take what resonates. I feel like your spirit guides know what's up. But definitely, there's this sense of familiarity with the person. So I feel like first impressions, as far as first impressions go, it's like you both will recognize each other. Like if you have never met this person, it's gonna be like, I've seen you somewhere. I don't know where I've seen you before, but I've seen you somewhere. For many of you, you've seen this person in like your dreams. You've dreamt of this person. Yeah, you got the Six of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. You dreamt of this person. I feel like before meeting this person, you've like done a lot of dreaming about them, or you've had a lot of encounters with them in the 5D, in the astral realm. Um, you've had a lot of encounters with this person in the spiritual, and it's like meeting this person here in the natural is like, it's like where did you come from? Like, I met you before. Where have I met you before? You know, and that could definitely spark up the conversation. It's like, you look so familiar. Where have I met you before? You know, where did you go to school, or you know, where. What is it? You know, where did you live, or you know, something like that. It's like such a strong, familiar vibe that you guys will have with one another, and I feel like that's definitely what's going to pull you both into really wanting to get to know each other on a deeper level. I get maybe one more spirit, one or two more. Whoa. I'll take these, I'll take them. Okay, so you got the Six of Cups come back out. You got the Queen of Cups here in reverse. You got the Six of Pentacles, then the Six of Cups. So yeah, this is definitely somebody who you've, like, there's going to be a very strong sense of like familiarity. And I didn't pick that up with the other groups. It's more of a magnetizing energy. But I feel like with your group, it's going to be like a familiarity. And I feel like that's what's going to like bring in this communication, because you guys are definitely going to talk to one another. You're going to talk a lot. Kind of what I mentioned before, some of you, this could be like an online thing. So you can meet through like an online course, or like a Zoom meeting, or it could be like some sort of like online celebration for something, or something where you're like, I don't know, online in a group setting. But I feel like that's for half of you. And for the other half, this could definitely be something, I feel like it could still be some sort of like celebration. You could be meeting at like a party, or like a club or a bar, something out, you know, public, where there's like entertainment and people having fun. But I feel like when you do meet one another, it's going to be like, it's like you're going to want like your alone time with one another. You're going to want to kind of venture off from other people and see, and to really talk and communicate with one another better. Because I feel like there's definitely a lot of things that you both will say to one another. There's a lot of talking, a lot of laughing, a lot of reflection as well, and conversation. I feel like, you know, even through this first conversation with one another, like you could have been talking, and like, you know, they could help you realize something about a certain situation, or even, you know, vice versa. They could help you. I keep saying vice versa, and this is the vice versa deck, LOL. But it's like, you know, maybe you've had an issue in the past, and it's like talking with this person or meeting this person is like they've had a similar experience as well, and it's like you listening to how they may have handled things, or you know, you listen to their experience, and you're like, oh well, damn, I've never looked at it that way. You know, you've had a shitty friendship with somebody that you had to walk away from, and you know, they could, you know, be like, you know what, well, people, you know, you got to understand that people come from different backgrounds, and they're only the type of person that they were brought up to be, or how they were shaped and molded into be. And you're like, oh, well, damn, I never really thought about it. Still fuck the person, but you know, I'm able to help forgive. I'm able to forgive better now that I can completely understand why certain things happen. So there's a lot of like realization with this connection, and understanding. So I feel, and I wasn't even looking here at the bottom of the deck, but you got forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So I feel like even before meeting this person, which could be a sign that you're about to meet this person, is that you may have opportunities to like forgive somebody, or like closure with somebody, or you may have some sort of conversation with somebody from your past that you could, heal from and work through. But there's a lot of healing. This is a very, very healing connection. But there's a lot of things that either you or them, or even both of you, are like holding on to with this Queen of Cups in reverse. And Spirit really wants you to work through those things, and not hold on to them. So what additional information, Spirit, can you give us about this first impressions? Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, you got reconciliation. So for some of you, this could be a reconciliation of some sort. It could be, like I said, an ex or an ex-friend. It could be, it could even be like past life reconciliation, like you reconciling with this person from a past life. Maybe in the past life, you guys may have separated in a not so healthy way. Or left off on bad terms, and it's like in this lifetime you're kind of working through that, which was probably why the forgiveness came up. So there could definitely be some a little bit of karma that you both have to like balance out with one another with this Six of Pentacles, because karma is all about energetic and universal balance. So I feel like there could definitely be some a lot of talking and a lot of forgiving. Yeah, so you got express your love, flirt, past life relationship. Yeah, I was just saying that like this could be like definitely like a past life connection. I feel like this is a past life connection. You definitely spent, and Six of Cups is my past life card. So you guys have definitely spent a lot of past lives with one another. I feel like the most recent past life, I feel like it ended in a not so good way. And I did a reading on a past life with your future spouse. So definitely check that reading out. There's one or two groups that I can think about that had a similar feel to this. So definitely check that out. I'm curious to know if you've picked one of those groups or not. But definitely a past life connection that you both may have to like really work through, or get a better understanding of. But I feel like first impressions, definitely lots of flirting with one another. Lots of flirting. I feel like your person is very funny. They're very romantic as well. They like to flirt. They like to, they're very good with their words as well. With this energy, express your love too. Very, very good with their words. They are quite the charmer. I feel like in the past they may have been a little bit of a player, and you may pick up on that energy a little bit, and you may think that's what they're still doing now. But I feel like is not the case. I feel like which could also make sense about the reconciliation thing. Maybe somebody and I don't endorse getting back with the cheater. I don't do that. But maybe somebody, like there was some sort of like situation involving that. And this could have been like years past. I don't feel like this would be something that your spirit guides will bring back to you like too soon. Now this could have been something like high school or some shit like that, where you both weren't like ready for it. But I feel like this is definitely this level of forgiveness and clarity, understanding, closure. But yeah, lots of flirting, lots of laughing with one another. I feel like also um, I feel like this could be someone also who is really good with kids. I don't. That message came up. This person could be very good with kids, or they could have their own kid, or you could have their kid, or you could have a kid together. I don't know. Um, Again, take what resonates. Some of you, you're like, I don't want to be with my baby daddy. I do not want to be with my ex. Perfectly fine. I'm not saying that you are. Like I said, take what resonates and leave the rest. And when I talk about like reconciliation or somebody from the past, this could be somebody who, like I said, you used to go to school with. You may not necessarily have talked to this person or communicated with this person, but you could have known of this person. This person could have not been your type back in high school, but it's like you see them now, which is what I mentioned before. Is like you see this person now, and it's like something different about them, something that you are actually drawn to, or something that you're like actually attracted to, not on like a shallow, level, not in a shallow or mean way, but it's, like I said, it was just something about the past that just wasn't the right time. I've even seen like things where like somebody, had a picture of themselves that parents took of them at Disney World, and it's like in the picture, like behind them or on the other side somewhere, like there was like their person could have been right there, and they were just there with their family too, having a fun time. It's like something weird like that, where you both have like crossed paths in the past, and it's like you crossing paths again, but at the right place at the right time. Very interesting energy, very serendipitous, pretty similar to group number one. But very, very serendipitous, very weird, different way of meeting one another. And I feel like some of you may not even like recognize that until like later on in your relationship. Some of you'll talk about it on your first time talking with one another, but others, you may be looking through photos and be like, oh wait, I was here too. I went to school here too for like a year until I moved. It could be something like that. Or I used to work at this job, but I worked in a different department. It could be something like you both may have been around each other before, but it's like you cross paths again. It's so weird, but I find that cool because that makes a really good like story of how you've met one another. Very interesting. So let's get some final messages, Spirit, for group number 3. Final messages, group 3, and their future spouse. Yeah, very, very healing, very transformative relationship and connection you both would have. Very open-minded, lots of communication. I feel like there's nothing that you both won't be able to talk about. It's like you are both so open-minded that it's like, even if you tell them that you like to eat apples with mustard, like they're like, okay, if that floats your boat, babe, like you do you. I love you regardless, But it's like so many things that you both can talk about, so many things that you both have never told anybody else, but you feel so comfortable to talk to each other about. Even like on your first time like meeting each other, it's like you both just feel so strongly connected to one another that you may even be somebody who doesn't talk a lot. You may be very like introverted and don't like to put all your business out on the street, but it's like with this person you just find yourself talking for some reason. It's like you don't understand why you're so open and willing to talk, and tell this stranger about, you know, your own personal business or shit that you haven't told anybody about, or certain secrets that you have. So this is a very like buddy like friendship connection. You both really connect on a very deep level. So you got coffee cups. So you guys will I feel like after this first impression or this first meeting with one another, you guys will definitely plan for more meets with one another. This person could ask you out on a date, coffee date, or let's go I don't know, somewhere. Or you may, like, during your first conversation with one another, may bring up like a place that you like to go to, and this person like could like hears that. They're very like, they love to listen. They're the type of person that you tell them in just random conversation, like, oh, I really, when I was 6 years old, I had this bouquet of roses that died, and it made me very sad. And it's like the next day that this person shows up, or the time that y'all hang out, the next time this person shows up with a bouquet of or like 2 bouquets of red roses to give to you. It's like this person is very thoughtful in that type of way. It's like they listen to you. They listen. They really listen, which is probably somebody who you've never had before. But this person really listens to people and really picks up on things that any other person would have like just skimmed over. But this person really listens. They love to listen to you. You may be someone who doesn't like to talk a lot, or you may not like to give all your information out. You may be quite secretive into yourself. But then I feel like with this person, you'll be feeling so open, because this is a very balanced connection. You may be the one who, you're used to being the one who listens to everybody else's problems and issues, but this person, is taking that load off of you. So you got Camera, you got Phoenix. So yeah, very healing, very transformative connection. You got transformation there. You got healing heart, yeah. Healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. So this is a very healing connection. I feel like meeting one another, somebody's going to be coming out of like a relationship or some type of toxic connection, and I feel like meeting the other person and conversing with them really helps with healing. It's like they came to the party with this like on their mind, they may have this ex that they're still thinking about, or they're still trying to heal from this ex, and it's like they meet you at the party, and it's like, ex who? Like, who was I just thinking about? Who was I just stressing about? It's just like something about you and your energy that's so healing to them that they just feel so good after meeting you. Kisses, ooh, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. So this is going to be a very much like a love at first sight type of thing. Even though things are going to, progress a little bit, more on a friendship level first, but it's still going to be very like fast paced. I feel like you both, even though you may say that you're just friends or getting to know each other as friends, but it's like you both start to do like couple things. Like, you may start to give each other like little kisses and or like really long and passionate hugs, or you may even hop into bed with the person. I mean, you do what you do. No judgment here. But it's something very like slow paced, but also very fast paced at the same time. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense, but you'll understand when you meet this person. Yeah, I don't know how to put it into words, but you'll understand when you meet this person. At the bottom of the deck, you got soulmates. Ooh, I love this. This is a very like soulmate connection. It's such a loving and different connection that what the both of you have ever had in your life. You know, this, like I said, this could be the one. This is definitely a connection that you've never had before. Like I said, soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. You both definitely have this soul contract with one another to be with each other in this lifetime. It's like you've really had your fun, and you know, you've gone through your experiences in the past, and it's like now it's time to meet this person. It's time to be with this person. It's time to you know, have this connection with this individual, you know, who your soul has planned to be with all along. But yeah, you guys may also like take a picture with one another with this camera card, make memories. Yeah, you guys may like I feel like you may be the one who does it, but like you may be like, oh, well, let's celebrate our meet anniversary, you know, the day that we met, or let's celebrate, you know, our 1 month anniversary, or one week anniversary, you know, things like that. But you guys would definitely have a lot of memories together. You guys may like to take a lot of photos together. You guys may like to make videos together, if you get what I mean. But yeah, it's you're gonna have like a lot of memories with one another. And I feel like meeting one another for this first time, this first impression, is very much gonna be like stapled in your brain. You know, it's gonna be very special to the both of you. Very, very special connection. Love this for you. Love this for you, group 3. For group 3, this is all that I'm seeing for y'all. So let me know how the reading resonates with you in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any other readings that I post. And if you'd like to book your own personal private reading with me, check out the description box below and follow that Linktree link to my Etsy page, and you can purchase your reading there. I am doing the I got the manifesting your future spouse reading. I got, you know, singles reading. You know, I got the all about your soulmate reading. I guess a lot of different options on there for you, so definitely check those out. Group number 3. But yes, y'all stay well, stay blessed, and I will see you all in my next reading. Peace out.